Hello, I'm Christina. So for this problem, I am asked to find a power model for this data and to then identify the coefficient of determination. First, I want to go ahead and input this data into my graphing utility. I am going to go to the stat feature and press enter, and it'll give me a table for me to input these values. I like to just go down the list. I'll input all of my x coordinates, then with their subsequent y coordinates. Perfect. Now, to be able to do all the steps we have to do in this one, on my particular utility, I have to turn on this feature. Once I do it once on my utility, I don't have to worry about doing it every time I do these problems, but I do have to turn it on initially. So for me, I want to find the catalog feature of my utility. I press second and then 0 to find that. I'm going to scroll the entire way down the list until I find what says diagnostics. And I want to press enter. I want to turn my diagnostics on. Perfect. Now that we've inputted the data, we've made sure that our utility is ready to do the work we need it to do. Now I want to click second y equals to find my stat plot feature, make sure that that is turned on for me. Once I've done that, I can go ahead and press graph, and I will see my plots pointed. Now if I want to adjust my window to make it easier to see just what I'm looking for, I can click on my zoom feature. If I scroll, I will find something that says zoom stat. If I press enter there, it'll already automatically go and fit my window so that I can see my points really well. Now I'm ready to figure out my power model. On my utility, I'm going to press the stat button and scroll over to calc, where I will be able to find an option that tells me, mine says power reg. If I go ahead and press enter there, I can go to calculate, and it is going to give me all of the data that I need. So my equation is y equals ax to the power of b, and my utility is going to go ahead and give me those values. I will plug those in for us. 1.7. Perfect. So I've found my power model. To go ahead and graph this model, I'll click y equals in my utility and plug in that equation that I have just found. Now if I press graph, I will go ahead, I'll have a graph that has my points and it has my model of regression. The last thing they want us to do is to determine our coefficient of determination. If I actually go to the previous screen, which was I'd clicked stat, calc, and power reg, where I'd calculated it, I noticed that I've got that list that it generated that gave me my A and B, and I'll notice it also has an r squared and an r there. The r squared value is also referred to as our coefficient of determination, and in this case, it's 0.9969. What this coefficient of determination does for us is it's an indication of how strongly correlated our data is, how strongly correlated our best fit model is to our original points. So the closer this number is to 1, the stronger the correlation. And that's it. That's how we do this problem.